right, everyone. Thank you for clicking on our custom metric creator demo. In this demonstration, we will be going through how to create a custom metric in our tool. It's pretty simple, right? So on the left-hand side here, you'll see metric creator, click custom metric, it'll bring you this. You'll get to choose a name, if I can spell demonstration correctly, but again, doesn't really matter. And then you'll have a choice between a custom stat and a power ranking. In this video, we're going to go through just custom stats. There's going to be a separate one for power ranking. So in this, what we're attempting to do is essentially form a new statistic based on what is in our database. So I'm going to do a quarterback one here. So you can see passing interceptions, passing yards per attempt. Please note that each one of these groups, and you can add new groups, as many as you'd like, are all their own set of parentheses. And you can move them around like this. So let's say I wanted to do passing yards per attempt at the top. And there we go. Divided by passing interceptions. And we'll divide that by passing attempts. So essentially what we have here is yards per attempt divided by interceptions per attempt, right? And then we don't need these. So we can just minus, minus, minus. And then you'll see here we have the preview of this stat. You have your new stat along with all the components that made it up. And then you can sort. So if I want to say, okay, I want to see who's the highest, you'll see infinity here, the reasoning. There's no interceptions thrown. You divide by 0, obviously. And that's not a number. So a little bit of an outlier here. And we can solve for that really easily, actually. So let's do that. So you can also, we'll add 1. Right? So now there's no zeros involved. And again, as we get into the season, this is not an issue. The data we're looking at, we're doing this video in week 3, right before week 3 of the 2022 season. So this data is all based on that. So passing interceptions +1, again, to eliminate the 0. And because these are all parentheses, what we just want to do is build in another divide by, and then passing attempts. So you can see this is all really customizable. You're pretty much able to do whatever you want here. And now we have the new metric, right? So we have low, we have high. The worst teams would be the Cincinnati Bengals, Los Angeles Rams, and the Colts. Reasoning, all interceptions, right? They lead the league in interceptions. Passing yards per attempt, they're healthy, but not nearly as healthy as some of these other teams who have absolutely blown it out early in the season. So again, what we want to do here maybe is sort by the new metric, and then, let's get rid of attempts and see, okay, in terms of passing yards per attempt and interceptions, we can see if you threw low interceptions, you're going to grade well in this stat, even if you maybe didn't have as many yards per attempt, like the Texans. And then the teams who are best, right? So we're looking at the Ravens, low interceptions, high passing yards per attempt. Eagles, low interceptions, high passing yards per attempt. And the worst ones are going to be teams that threw a lot of interceptions, even if maybe they had a decent number of passing yards per attempt, like the Commanders here. But again, too many interceptions to overcome it. So, and this is just a demo stat, right? This isn't one maybe that you want to use for your own power rankings and custom stats. But again, just to demonstrate the tool, you can see how you can work through things, sort things. It gives you the graph. And again, it's completely customizable. So this is the tool. If you have any questions, give us a shout. We'd love to be helpful. Thank you so much. And keep your eyes out for the power ranking component. Thanks.